You're listening to the Call Kent podcast, where Kent C. Dodds answers questions and gives insights to software engineers like you. Now, let's hear the call.
Hi, Kent. My name is Jake. Looking at the root.tsx in the Epic Web template, why is this file so big where you did not break all the functions or the components into individual files? What is your decision in choosing to write in such a way? Thank you.
And that was the call. Here's what Kent had to say.
Hey, Jake, this is a great question. So just because something is really long doesn't mean that it's necessarily complicated. And so I'm not really concerned about things being really long. Now, I did have like a 2,000 line long file in an old Backbone app, and that was a disaster. But it was a disaster not because of how long the file was, but because of how complicated the code inside the file was. And so I've got a blog post that I'll link you to that talks about when to break up components. And I feel the same way about files, and actually the same way about functions as well. So like every function that you make, every file that you make just adds another layer of complexity on top of whatever you're building. There are function parameters you have to pass and modules you have to import and different things like that. And so if I can avoid that complexity, then I'm going to do it. So pretty often, if there's only one place that something is used, then I'm going to inline it in that place. Not always, but almost always I will do that. And so, yeah, my files do tend to get a little bit longer. In fact, that root.tsx file is no longer 300 lines. It's now 450 lines because I just feel like there's the stuff that's in there doesn't really make sense anywhere else. And it just adds additional complexity to extract it. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes it really, for organizational reasons, it does make sense to move something. But yeah, I'm much more concerned about the complexity of the code than I am the size of the file or the length of the function. So I hope that is helpful to you, and I hope you have a nice day.
This has been the Call Kent podcast. Learn more about Kent at kentcdodds.com and get your own questions answered at kentcdodds.com/calls.